Howdy, welcome to the Whiskey Butler. I am your host, Wesley Butler. I am actually here in Norwalk, Connecticut at Sono 1420 American Craft Distillers, here with my man Blake.
Hi, I'm
Yes,
Blake.
who's being very generous in letting me film this episode here. So we're about to actually taste some of the whiskeys, although we can't call them whiskey really legally, technically, but you know how we do. We explain everything to you. So we're gonna taste some of those here in Norwalk, Connecticut, and let's get started. You got anything you want to say?
I mean, right here in
You gotta
Norwalk.
lean over. You gotta lean over.
So we're right here in Norwalk. If you're anywhere familiar in the northeast with Norwalk, Connecticut, feel free to come by. I've been around for 3 years. Local distillery, infusing hemp in all of our spirits. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Yes, it was the hemp that actually got me here. So we got 3 different spirits here. We have a traditional bourbon mash bill. We got a traditional rye mash bill. And then we got a cask strength, and then this is like a little bonus. This is a gin that's been barrel aged in what the whiskey was, but we'll get to that in a second. All right, so let's just go ahead and start. All right, so let's review. We got 7 categories of whiskey in the United States, if we all remember. We got bourbon, we got Tennessee whiskey, we got just whiskey, we got light whiskey, we got blended whiskey, and we have spirit whiskey, okay? So we're gonna talk about really kind of what falls into the spirit whiskey category, because if you remember, in order to be a whiskey, you gotta be distilled from a grain mash bill. Well, so all of these mash bills have grain in them. They got corn, they got rye, but they also have hemp seed, which is technically not a grain. So we're gonna call these spirit whiskeys, and we're gonna say they're from bourbon-like mash bills, okay? So the first one we're gonna talk about today is this one. Comes in this lovely bottle right here, okay? Mash bill on this is 75% corn, it's 15% rye, and it's 10% hemp seed. And it's been aged, it's in the alligator char, right? So it's the number 4 char, and it's been aged about no more than 4, but over 3 years, right? In American oak barrels. It's 92 proof, so we're gonna drink this one right here. Okay. So the first thing I have to say about this one is, unlike your traditional bourbons out there that you might drink, there's not a lot of vanilla in this, right? And I mean, it's in the 4 char, it's been aged 4 years, you know, but I really think the hemp seed kind of takes out some of the vanilla taste that you might have in this. Don't get me wrong, this is good, okay? But you don't really get the traditional vanilla flavors in it. You get a lot of caramel though. You get a lot of caramel in this. Yeah, no, that's good. And you know, 92 proof, as you know, I'm really normally a cask strength, 100 proof plus more cask strength guy. Just a little, no, we're gonna get to the cask strength because they got one of those. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the rye mash bill whiskey we have here. This is gonna be a 75% rye, it's gonna be a 15% corn, and it's gonna be a 10% hemp seed. It is this bottle right here, and it's got a green sign on the side. You know, I know we talked about green doesn't always represent rye, but it does represent a lot of ryes. There's a lot of ryes out there that have green on the bottles, and this seems to be one of them. All right. This one is also 92 proof, so let's just give this one a taste. Now the nose on this one is really mild. It's much more mild than this. Nose on this is really mild. And actually, the taste on this one, I've had these before, right? The taste on this one is a lot more mild than the normal ryes that you would come across, right? The taste on, like I said, it takes out all the vanilla, but the hemp seed kind of takes out all the bite on this one too. I don't know what it is, but this one is real. I mean, this one goes down like butter, like water, okay? I mean, yeah, you could probably crush a bottle of this at a party if you wanted to. But it is 92 proof, so it might sneak up on you. Okay, now the last one we're gonna talk about today is the single cask barrel proof here. And if you remember, we talk about barrel proof. This is basically what it tastes like when it comes out of the barrel when they bottle it, okay? And this one in particular is a proof of 126.3, right? I even got to go back to the back, which you might see in the background over there, where they distill everything and they bottle it and they barrel it. Yeah, so this is a 126.3. So we're not starting your car with this one, but it's certainly going to put some chest hairs on you, all right? So this one is definitely not mild like the rye was, but the flavors on this one, the flavors really sort of stick out, which they normally do in the cask strength, but the flavors on this aren't so overpowering. I don't actually even think you need any water in this. Like you would normally need water in some of the cask strengths that are in the 130, almost 140. It's in that 120-ish proof range, which I kind of feel is the sweet spot, right? This is the sweet spot for all these three bourbons. This is the sweet spot right here. This 126 cask strength, I really think is the bomb diggity, okay? Yeah. All right, so we got the bourbon mash bill, we got the rye mash bill, and then we got the cask strength of the bourbon mash bill. Sono 1420 here in Norwalk, Connecticut. I appreciate them letting me film this episode here. Got a soccer game going on in the back, so I really hope you guys can hear me. Appreciate them letting me film the episode here. And if you're in Norwalk, come by and give them a visit. Thank you for watching The Whiskey Butler. Please like, share, subscribe to your friends. I even got a couple of people here while I'm filming this to subscribe. Click the bell when you subscribe so you're always notified of new episodes. And I'll see you later. Thank you.